Hello, mortals. Just a quick disclaimer before we begin. This is a vampire podcast, and as such, we'll be dealing with issues like drugs, alcohol, mental issues, violence, adult situations, death, and of course, blood. So, enjoy the show. Hello, and welcome to Integrated Dice Management Prevents Houston After Dark, Vampire the Masquerade 5th Edition campaign. I am your storyteller tonight, Ron Bjork, and with me here is Frank. That was something. Jaden.
I'm here. Hello.
Bill.
Hi, I'm Frank.
Oh, there's Frank again.
Jaden, you want to do your thing? Because I was.
I did.
Yep.
It's Bill's turn.
This is great. Bill. He's here.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? I'm Bill. I'm going to be playing everyone's favorite lovable cuddle bear, Jerry Wilson.
And last and probably not least, Hayden.
Oh, I'm by far the least.
Sorry, don't mean to laugh so loud. It's just
Okay.
funny because he's HR.
Frank is playing Carl now. Yep, that's a thing now.
You're not playing Carl, unless we do the whatchamacallit session.
I like Carl.
Yeah. So last time you all went on your first feedings, and I don't remember what else happened.
I'm pretty sure that's pretty much all we did.
I think that is all we did. Bill Jerry and Cole went to a nightclub. Jerry failed a frenzy check and almost killed a bartender. Cole mind controlled this a girl from a bachelorette party and drank her blood at the command of his sire, and then also took some of it and put it in a wine bottle for later. And then Max and Wesley went with their sires to the third ward or the fourth ward or something like that in Houston, and beat up some people who wanted to mug them, and everybody got to feed for their first time. So now we're going to jump into the game itself. So it's the night of January 3rd, 2020. Top stories for today: Trump orders an attack that kills Iranian General Qasem Soleimani. Other military officials in Baghdad, Pentagon says. Cowboys decide to move on from coach Jason Garrett after 13 seasons with the franchise, per report. And meet Samson, the largest cat in New York City that weighs 30 pounds and is 4 feet long.
Wow.
And Fort Bragg's 82nd Airborne Division, more troops deployed to the Middle East. Trending on social media, Iran, Australian fires, and hashtag World War III. So, first thing we want to do, it's a new night. We didn't do this last time because I did it basically just made you all automatically fail, so you're hungry, but we need to do what's called a rouse check to wake up. So at the bottom of your...
Real fast. Frank, stop biting that can.
Biting a can? What?
Frank knows what he did.
Yeah, I even put in the group chat, stop sexually assaulting a can.
Okay, I don't know what's happening, but okay. Everybody do rouse checks to see if you get hungrier. Wesley, you need to increase your hunger by 1.
Rousing
Cole, you
success.
do not get hunger. Max, you get hungrier. So at the bottom of your character sheet, you should have a trait that says hunger. And so everyone except for Cole gets hungrier. So increase your hunger by 1 dot.
Hey, out of curiosity, my hunger didn't save from when I nearly killed that bartender. I think I didn't kill him, so I take off 2 of my 3?
You would have been down to 1 hunger.
Okay, so then that means I'm down to 2 then.
Yeah, you can only be at 0 hunger if you kill them.
Got it.
Yeah. All right. So most of you do get a little bit hungrier. Looks like. What's everyone at?
2.
2.
I'm at 2.
What are you at, Frank?
1.
1. All right. So everyone's still within a manageable level of hunger. And speaking of hunger, so I want to do a short scene with each of you. Basically, to the last session, other than Frank, we really didn't get into like your predator type so much. None of you really did, your normal what your future predator type will be. So I kind of want to do a scene where each of you work towards that happening. So we'll start with Cole. So Cole, trying to remember what. Oh, I guess I could look at the notes from previous session. Yeah. So Cole, you went back to the office building, to the room that she kind of had provided you. That is, not exposed to the sun. So when you wake up, your sire Carmen, she's not in the room with you, although you can hear movement in one of the other rooms nearby. What do you do when you wake up?
Let's see. The night previously, we went out and I drank that lady. Is that lady with me?
That lady is not with you. Y'all would have left her behind at the club.
Okay. And so all we did was go out, eat, and then come back and then go to sleep.
Yeah, that was the only thing of note that you did that night. You might have done other stuff, but the only thing of note y'all did was that.
Okay. Do vampires use the restroom?
Only if they eat or drink normal food, and by use the restroom, they vomit it all back up.
Is there a restroom in the room in currently?
Not. Well, there is a door leading to a restroom. Yes.
I go to the restroom.
Okay.
And I whip out my willy in front of the toilet.
All right. I mean, you don't have the urge to pee.
Right. Well, I mean, it's usually what I did first thing in the morning just to get it out of the way.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Oh shit. Huh. That's odd. I'll have to ask. Oh yeah, no bodily functions. Gotcha. Okay. Tucks it back in. Looks in the mirror. Do I see myself?
Yes, you do see yourself in the mirror. Wait, does your character? Yeah, your clan sees themselves.
All right. I look in the mirror and I kind of like brush my face and I'm like,
I think it
well,
does. Hold up. Let me double check that. I feel like yours does, but your clan is weird.
we have weird things with technology, but I would think just a regular mirror wouldn't have an issue with.
I think from his it's only like stuff where like if he's on recordings it looks fucking weird.
I think your reflection is a little bit distorted and stuff.
Do I need a roll for that?
That one is not a roll. I think
That just happens.
I don't think it's super obvious. It specifically says people with no prior knowledge will know something is wrong, but likely attribute the distortion to irregularities in the reflecting surface or recording errors. But it specifically says both reflecting and recording.
But would that affect the person like myself looking at myself though? Oh, okay, it's reflections in general, so yes, okay.
Yeah.
It's not the perception of the reflection, it's the reflection itself.
Yeah, when reviewed in a reflective surface or a recording medium, their image appears distorted, sometimes almost invisible. Whether flickering, twisted, or transparent, their reflection betrays their undead state and lineage.
Okay. So I probably look at myself in the mirror and I kind of like go to like rub my cheek and turn my head sideways and I see like the reflection acting weird and I just kind of like look back at it and kind of like move around. I'm like, huh, that's that's a new one. All right. Okay. Is there a shower in this room?
There's probably not a shower, probably just a sink.
Okay, I turn on the sink.
Okay.
Does it work?
The sink does work, yes.
Okay, I put my hands underneath the water.
Okay. Is it on hot or cold?
It's I probably did like a half and half.
Yeah. I mean, so you can feel the water. If I was gonna say if it was like hot or if it was cold, it would be much less biting than like maybe it would have been in your normal life.
I just turn
life.
I just turn it to medium. So
Yeah.
I mean, it'll probably start out kind of cool, but like
Yeah.
not super cold.
But I don't
and
think
just
that
kind of-
would be anything too noticeable.
Okay. All right. So I turn it on. I put my hands underneath it, and I'm like, okay, well, I don't melt, so that's not a thing. I guess I'll look around the room. If there's nothing else to do, I'll walk back out into the main room.
All right. So as you're walking out, Carmen is is opening the door and walking into the room, and she's holding that bottle of wine that you had. There's a cork in it that wasn't there before, and it looks like it's been chilled. And she's like, "Oh, I didn't know if you would be hungry this morning, but here's this." And she sets that down for you, and she says, "So I noticed you seem to have had a hesitance of feeding from that woman last night."
Yeah, I have a hard time coming to grips with feeding on other people. Like that's another human being, and I just don't. I don't know if I can deal with that. So I mean, I figure I'll throw it in the bottle and just see what happens if I try to drink it later.
She chuckles a bit and says, "Well, you're going to have to get used to thinking of yourself as something other than human, because you're not one anymore. But you're still new. I can understand the hesitance. I think I've got something that I can help you out with. Help you out with." And she hands you a business card with a guy's name whose name I did not come up with.
Brock Sampson.
Brock Sampson. Okay. Sure. Why not? All right.
Any fans of Adventure Bros out there? I'll get that one.
I don't get that one.
I am a fan of Adventure Time, but I don't think I've heard of Adventure Bros.
It was an Adult Swim show. It was like imagine Johnny Quest. Now imagine if Johnny was twins who are both completely incompetent, and make their bodyguard an absolute total badass.
Oh yeah. And their actual father was the scientist guy, and
yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I ever watched that.
It was decent.
So she hands you a card, and there's a note on it that says Brock Sampson, and it has like the Houston Methodist Hospital logo on it, and like just his general information. And she says, "This guy, I made some calls after we got back from the club, and this man might be able to help you with getting some blood from the local blood banks. It'll cost you, but that should help you out."
Well, while I appreciate that, I mean, I hacked into a blood bank when I was like 13, so I don't think I'll need to pay for it. Like, I feel like I've got the skills that I can probably collect it, but without, going through that kind of process.
Well, if you think you can pull that off, hacking into a blood bank is one thing. Getting the blood out of the blood bank is another thing entirely.
Well, see, all you have to do is hack in, label some bags of whatever your preferred flavor would be, and label those as flagged for possible infection. Then they'll get sent out, and all I have to do is route the destination to a location of my choosing.
Well, I mean, if you can make your computer work and do all of that, I mean that But if not, this guy should be able to help you out.
Computers, I have problems with that now, thanks to you. I remember. I can probably make it work.
I mean, if you can make it work, that's a great step towards, really helping the clan out as well.
Yeah, I gotcha. But isn't Brock Samson the name of that guy from Adult Swim?
I don't know what that is.
It's a TV show from like, oh god, how old is that show, Bill? Like 8 years old?
No, I think it first aired in 03 or 04, and then it aired for like 8 or 9 years.
Oh wow. I say that to her.
Oh, yeah, I don't really watch children's TV shows.
Well, it's Adult Swim. Adults can watch it.
But it's been in the last couple of decades. It's really not my style.
How old are you again? You probably didn't even have a TV growing up, did you?
Well, I was born in the 50s.
In like Cuba or something.
Yeah, well, in Mexico, yes.
Well, yeah, you probably didn't even have a TV.
Probably not.
I like how I'm
fuck out, by the way. Well, goddamn. Okay, let's just be honest. It was the 50s. There were two whole channels. News and the other news.
That's true. I don't know what if a typical family in Mexico would have had a TV in the 50s.
Google is your friend. But I bet you watched a lot of John Wayne growing up, didn't you?
I didn't have much time for TV as a child.
So while we're talking, I absentmindedly took like the cork out of the bottle, and I've like just started sipping on it.
Okay. If you're at hunger 1, then it's not going to make any mechanical difference.
Yeah, I think I'm at hunger 1.
And you would have no resonance from that. Now, you would have had resonance the previous night, but so what you can do, I'll try to remind people, but basically, if you use your Oblivion discipline, you'll get a bonus to that based on, I think it's like a +1 bonus.
I do that.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, you've got you're drinking some blood now.
So you probably grew up playing, well, what's it called, loop or hoop? No, it's hoop and stick or something.
Well,
is that a thing that came out in the 60s?
I grew up helping my brother sell drugs on the street.
Were drugs a thing in the 50s?
Drugs have always been a thing. Yeah, the drug cartels were definitely a thing.
Bro, Coke has been a big staple since the 1700s. Even coca leaves. Hell, Coca-Cola used to have real cocaine in it.
Yeah,
this I knew. So they had you start selling what, like 3-4 years old?
Pretty young, yeah. My brother got into it, and from there, he dragged me into it. Then I got mixed up in the cartels for a while, and well, I guess I'm more running them, but from behind the scenes, or at least a Houston branch of them.
So while we were sitting there chit-chatting about her childhood, I'm just sipping away at this, and I'm just absentmindedly doing it, and then I kind of stop, look at it, and I'm just like, and I just go back to sipping at it.
She, doesn't really say anything to that, and I think we will move scenes for now. She gave you the card to a guy.
Yeah, I need to write that.
And you have a plan for possibly doing some hacking stuff. So let's hop over to Bill. I'm trying to check. Bill, you guys went back to the hospital, except she took you over to a different room where there's a more comfortable place to lay down. Granted, it doesn't really matter, but it's more of a room versus a being strapped down to a bed like you were before.
Versus an operating room on a slab.
Yeah. And so that's where you're going to wake up. You wake up and you do feel hungrier than when you went to sleep the night before. The beast in you is scratching at the back door, but it's not breaking in just yet. What do you do when you wake up?
probably wake up, and I wake up. I'm like, no. I go to whatever mirror I can. I'm like, I'm just checking to see if the last several days has just been a nightmare.
Well, you probably look a little bit, a little pale, a little unhealthy, in comparison to what you would normally expect. That nice, healthy flush is not there.
Is there anything sharp?
Sharp?
Yeah.
There's probably like a razor for shaving, and you are in this hospital place, so you could easily find a scalpel or something like that.
All right. I'm going to reach for the first thing I can, which will be that razor. I'm going to place it right in my palm and slide it sideways to cut my palm.
Okay. Yeah. When you do that, blood kind of thick, viscous blood kind of just pools in the wound. It doesn't flow like it would if you had done that while you were alive. If you flip your hand over, it will, drip out, but it's not being pumped out. It just kind of, drizzles.
God damn it. It was a nightmare.
The sting of being cut is also a lot more muted.
I barely even felt it. Oh, okay. So it wasn't a nightmare. Oh my god, that man. Oh my god. So I'm gonna kind of rush walk my way towards the door and try to open the door.
It's unlocked.
Okay, I'm gonna walk out. Is there anyone in the hallway?
It opens into a hallway. The lights are, like in kind of like night mode where only like every third, light is on type of thing. You do see a light from an office further down the hall where the lights are turned on in the office. But other than that, everything looks like it's this is like a medical center and it's closed for the night.
All right, I'm gonna walk down to the down to the room that looks like the light is still on, and I'm gonna go just open the door and walk in.
Okay, inside you see Imogen is sitting at the computer, and she looks up when you walk in, and says, "Oh, did you sleep well?"
That's so not the point needs to be made here. That man from last night, is he okay? What happened?
Oh, yes, yeah, he's okay. He's been taken care of.
Thank you, God. Oh my God.
Give me well, actually, you'd have to roll the skill Insight plus Wits.
Alrighty, you said Insight. Okay, we're gonna say plus Wits.
0 successes. So, okay, yeah, everything seems above board. The dude's fine.
Okay, I wasn't even thinking about I wasn't even. All I was worried about was safety. Okay, and I kind of like do that thing where you stay planted on your feet, but you kind of kneel down, and like I've got my hand over my eyes, just like, oh my god, thank you, oh my god.
You lost control a little bit. It happens.
It happens. You just nearly kill people.
Yeah. Sometimes.
I'm in what I do. I do what I do to help people. This is, Jerry's basically speechless. He's basically just kind of muttering incoherently.
Well, you can definitely help people as what you are. I don't work here for no reason. But yeah, you've always got to be careful. I took you to that club last night because I needed you to experience what it would really be like. And as bad as it turned out, it was honestly a good thing. Better you find out early how easy it is to lose control.
A good thing? I nearly killed a young man last night.
Nearly. Only nearly.
Yeah. Only.
And now you know.
Yes, now I know, and I never want to be in that situation again. What do I need to do? I have. Wait, what day of the week is it?
It is, I believe it is Friday. Hold up, let me double check the. Yeah, it's Friday.
Oh my God, there's what time did you say it was?
It's just after dark, and so this is, January, so I don't know, like 6.
All right. I've got a group therapy meeting in 2 hours. What am I going to do if I lose control and rip someone's throat out?
Well, how do you feel right now?
Panic? Scared?
But the hunger, how do you feel right now?
I'm not particularly hungry at this time.
She stands up and says, so normally the way I do it, because I don't like to find myself in those kind of situations, is I prefer to drink from those who are sleeping. It's that they don't fight back, and well, I drink from my patients, to be honest. They're in a controlled environment. I can take what I need and make sure that they wake up the next morning no worse for wear. She walks out of her office and motions for you to follow, and takes you down the hall and around the corner to a I don't know what you would call it, like to the patients, the rooms where patients are. And most of the rooms are empty, but there's 2 rooms with a couple people, and they're asleep. They're hooked up to IVs and have monitors and things. And it's like, these are a couple of my long-term patients, or well, this guy is actually here for a sleep study, and this man is here for she lists off some illness, but both of them are staying here overnight. I've already drank from this one. She points at the one who's there for a sleep study, but if you need to, you can take a little bit from the other one, and it won't bother him. He's hooked up to IVs. He'll be replenished by the time he wakes up in the morning.
Okay. What if I lose control again?
Well, you said the hunger's not too bad. You shouldn't have any trouble. It's only when you are truly hungry that you can lose control. Or sometimes when you're threatened or faced with another more powerful kindred. But it's only in more extreme situations that you'll actually lose control.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk forward to the man with the IVs and stuff, and I guess whichever arm doesn't have the IVs, I'm gonna be on that side.
Yeah.
And okay, I'm gonna get down on my knees, and Jerry's going to put his head down. He's gonna put his head down, shut his eyes. Please, don't let me kill this man. Please don't let me kill this man. Please. And I'm going to. Where should I do this from?
It doesn't really matter. Certainly, arteries get you can do it quicker, but pretty much anywhere. We bleed from everywhere. So anywhere will do.
Okay.
Something that I didn't get to teach you last night. After you're done, if you lick the wound, it'll actually heal. Our saliva can heal minor scrapes and bruises like that, and punctures.
Oh, okay. Okay. So he's gonna get the. Jerry's gonna go ahead and wrap his lips around the artery. That's like on the underside of your elbow, right in that corner there, where they get you to draw blood or take plasma, that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And what do I roll for that?
So you don't have to roll anything to drink from him. You can take as much as you want, but the only way to get down to 0 is to take his life. But you're in control right now, so you can take as much as you like.
All right, I'm just going to take enough to take 1 dot off.
Yeah. And you notice the guy, he was maybe breathing a little roughly and stuff, but as soon as you start drinking, he actually seems to relax. His breathing gets more steady. He a kind of even a little bit of a smile comes over his face while he's asleep, because it feels really good to be fed on from a vampire in this game.
Okay, once I'm down that once I've taken just a bit, I'll go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and try what Imogen said, and I'm gonna go ahead and lick the wound.
And the holes from your fangs close right up.
Oh, he's gonna stand up with both his hands on his face and kind of slide them over his head, like, oh, thank you. Oh my god. Okay. I'm okay. Oh.
Once you kind of leave the room, she says, "There's one other thing you should know. You're always going to be a little bit hungry. The only way to actually get rid of that hunger is to take a life, to drink it all. And I've been there before, and it's not worth it. It's worth it to be a little hungry."
Okay, that's well, I guess I'm gonna have to get used to being to constantly being a little bit hungry, because I don't plan on taking a life.
Just know you're gonna live a long time now, and chances are one day it might happen.
Well, one day isn't gonna be today, so.
We will get to your little session later. Let's go on to the next person, Wesley. So Wesley, you. Oh, that's right. You were just at your guy's house. His haven's in the basement, and he's got video games.
Live.
Yeah, your guy is David Marotta, the Bruja. Yeah, so he he took you back to his house for that night. When you wake up, what do you do when you wake up? You're a little bit hungrier than you were the night before.
I think I just wake up with like kind of that annoying like little ache.
Yeah.
Like you're like, oh, I could eat,
Yeah.
But I'm probably looking around. I know where I'm at. I'm gonna probably play some video games in the meantime.
Eventually, David does come downstairs, sees you're there. What is your predator type? Oh, that's right. You want to feed from your family.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, you notice you've got some text messages on your phone. Your wife is asking where you are.
Oh.
You would not have woken up to those. It takes a lot to wake up a vampire during the day.
Well, I immediately fall into extreme stress.
Uh-huh. He comes downstairs and sees the look at your face, and he's like, "Dude," he's like, "Man, did you wake up on the wrong side of the bed?"
No, but my wife did because I wasn't there.
Yeah. It's probably best if you don't see her anymore.
So what am I supposed to do? Just disappear?
I mean, that I'm not going to tell you what to do, but there's always the chance that you might eat her.
Wow. I mean,
do
we not normally do that?
Unless you think you can control it, or if you don't care. I mean, it's.
Man, it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's free real estate, it's free real estate.
You get a text message, something along the lines of, "Honey, I don't know where you are or what you're doing, but I hope you're okay." But the whole day, like, probably every few minutes, and then it's spread out a little bit more, and then there was like several hours where she just didn't say anything, but it's it was like, "Hey, where are you?" Then, "Where the hell are you? Why didn't you come home last night? What the hell's going on? are you cheating on me? Just different things, like the whole like run of emotions of like, of what you would feel if your significant other just, ghosted on you.
Disappeared, yeah.
Yeah. And
Well,
now, you get that. He's like, David's like, I mean, I'm, like I said, I'm all about, doing your own thing. If you want to try to make it work, I'm not going to stop you.
I mean, I have kids, man. It's not like I could just walk out on them. That's what happened to me. My dad did that for a while, and then he finally came back, and he regretted everything he did. And I don't want to be that guy. If I have to be a stay-at-home dad from now on and work from home and just be super pale around them and just somehow be scared of the sun,
What do you? Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do during the daytime? You pretty much have to sleep. It's nearly impossible for us to stay up all day.
I can just say I'm having to start working night shifts. Like something's happened in the company to where I'm having to work when other people aren't. A little lie to my wife to save her from like years of distraught. Like, it's kind of like I have to go back right now. Like I have to do something. Like, what time is it? Are they awake?
It's around 6:30. Same thing as Bill.
Okay.
It's you just woke up. He says, well, and I don't got any plans for you tonight. Just you've got to be at the thing tomorrow. I mean, if you want to go see your family, like I said, I'm not going to stop you. Just you probably shouldn't tell them what you are. Come up with them as something, but just the rules say don't tell mortals what we are.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of thinking.
Wouldn't want the cam to be mad at you in your first week.
That's true. I don't want to hit the can, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But I think if I just tell her that, the whole reason you're here, you were some FBI agent, I had some sort of sickness all of a sudden.
Oh, you want me to come with you?
No, you don't. You don't have to come with me. I'm just gonna say like how whenever you showed up and like punched me.
Oh, well, she's not gonna remember any of that.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, no, we I got one of my buddies to take care of that. Mind wipe, neuralizer type thing. Push the little button.
Yeah.
Make sure you wear your sunglasses or you'll forget everything. That sort of thing.
Well, this is a hard cookie to crack, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, how what do I say? I want to go back. You have to help me. You're the one that did this to me.
Well, I mean, I'll help you however I can. I mean, if you want to come up with some kind of story, I can do that. I could maybe call in another favor and get my buddy to, implant something in their minds to make them just ignore the fact that you're not around during the day.
I'm kind of liking what you're cooking here.
I mean, it's gonna cost you, but I guess you've got the money.
Look, if he could just make it seem like it's really important that I am not around during the day for some sort of business reason, if you're seeing where I'm going, I think we can have something arranged here.
Right. Yeah, we ought to be able to get I can here, let me make a few calls. And he pulls out his cell phone and goes into the other room. You hear him talking on the phone. And after a while he does come back in. Do you say anything to your wife during this time?
I text her.
You also got a text message from Seth saying, "What's up, bro?"
Oh, okay. I'll respond to him after this. But I'll say, like, sorry for everything that's happened. I know you probably don't know where I am. I got super sick the night of the after party, and I had to stay at Seth's place. I'm just gonna say I was at Seth's place for the last couple nights, just because. Or has it only been one night?
You guys were turned on New Year's night, New Year's Eve,
6th.
and it is January 3rd.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the last couple nights, 2 nights or so, I've been staying at Seth's house. He's been taking care of me. I know you normally would do that, but I was just in the area and I just could not move. Maybe I had COVID, quote unquote. Is COVID known enough yet to pretend?
Nobody knows what COVID is yet.
Dang.
That doesn't really start for a couple more months.
Dang. Okay. God. This is a hard one to crack. My wife is just going to hate me. Should I just show back up? I might just show back up after the implant has happened.
I'm kind of glad that you don't know how to lie this convincingly, especially about this scenario.
What do you mean? This is an insane
It shows
scenario.
a lot about who you are.
Sorry, you're a CEO, okay? Like, hey, one of my rich millionaire friends came by in his private jet, and I'm never gonna not get into a private jet. And we went over to Monte Cristo. We had a fantastic.
That's true. I could go to something.
Pretty sure it was The Hangover Part 4, and now I'm back.
I'm gonna say exactly what he said, and then I'm gonna text Seth. Hey, bro, have a lot to talk about. We need to meet up soon.
He says, "All right, I'll be in town in next week."
Are you about to turn Seth Rogen into a vampire?
It might happen, but he's also one of my important people, so maybe not.
Seth Rogen is his rank 3 ally, so we got to get him up in here, and I gotta study Seth Rogen so I can get his accent down and stuff.
He's got to get the laugh, and then everything else comes naturally.
I definitely don't have the laugh yet. What's his face? David walks back in the room and he's like, yeah, I got a buddy. He's going to be here in a little bit, and he'll work something out with you.
Okay, I'm not going to text my wife back yet. I might even just show up. I just need this to go over as smoothly as possible. I don't want to go home in flames, then have to on the spot, say something about this. But no, I did text her that. If anything, can you play like a pretty rich guy? Have you ever had a little bit of money, maybe a little stingy with that money, except you like to go on a big vacation every year?
Yeah, I think I can play having a little bit of money.
Okay. All right, I think we might be able to play this over. I need you to come with me though, 100%.
What's funny, he lives in this normal house. He's got the same amount of dots and resources as you.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He's also rich, but he's like 100 years old. He better be.
That's true.
Had 100 years to make some money.
Okay. So I guess we can go back. Well, we got to wait for his buddy to show up. So should we just go somewhere?
We will switch over now to Hayden's character, to Max. So you guys would have gone back to the warehouse thing for one more night, and you also wake up a little bit hungrier than what you went to bed. And what do you do when you wake up? You're no longer chained up in a basement. You get to be asleep in a cot up in the warehouse.
I know I wrote something down that I wanted to do. There was a few things I wanted.
I know at the end of the last session you were going to look around the place.
Yeah, I was going to look around. I just saw that in my notes.
Yeah, so she's not there when you first wake up. So you've got some time to look around. I guess give me a wits. Well, you have to do it in reverse order. Investigation plus wits. Just reminders of some things y'all can do. Anytime you want to get anytime you want to, you can do a rouse check and get bonus dice on your rolls. You can even do it if you want to do it now, you can choose to. There's always the risk that it'll make you hungrier, but at any point in time, you can choose to do a rouse check to get an extra. I think most of you, except for Hayden, actually, because of his predator type, I think yours is 2 extra dice. Oh, actually, everybody's is 2. What I think your difference is you heal a little bit more. Something. There's some difference with yours. Yeah, so you can do a rouse check and risk getting hungrier, but it'll give you 2 additional dice. You can also spend a willpower point and re-roll up to 3 dice. Now, it should be noted, Hayden, you've got 2 hunger right now.
Mhm.
So 2 of those dice are not re-rollable. So basically, you could re-roll 1 dice by spending a willpower, or you could rouse the blood and get 2 bonus dice. Or you can just take the failure and wander around the warehouse and not find anything all that interesting.
I'll take the rouse.
Okay, so do the rouse check.
Okay.
So you don't get any hungrier. Now I guess just roll 2d10. Okay, yeah. 6 and above is a success. So 1 success from that. So you find, yeah, the warehouse is pretty. It's a mostly empty warehouse. You obviously there's the trapdoor that leads down to the basement you were kept in. There's like a door that leads to like an office area. There's some there's a second level that's kind of like a loft area, I guess you could call it, but like a big above area, kind of like what they're planning on doing in the Bright House warehouse.
Mm.
And I'll say in the office you do find with 1 success you find the safe. There's a safe hidden like kind of in a like a false drawer type thing.
Can I open? The safe isn't like open,
The
obviously.
safe is locked, yeah.
Does it look like it's used often?
It's not like covered in dust or anything like that.
I mean, you said this is like an abandoned warehouse, basically, right?
Maybe not abandoned, but just not currently in use.
Is everything else like in dust?
There's some dust. I mean, it's obviously been disturbed since you guys have been wandering around. But other than the safe, you don't really find anything too interesting. Oh, just a note on that rouse check. You did succeed, but even if you failed, you'd still get the bonus dice. You just get hungrier.
Ah.
Like you always get it. You just get hungrier or not hungrier.
Okay.
So after while you're looking around at some point, Tiv, wanders in through the front door, notices that you're like in the office or whatever, and kind of walks in just as you're like looking at the safe and stuff, and it's like, what you doing?
I'm kind of sitting there with like the finger tap, how you kind of do on like the table,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm doing that like on my chin. I'm like, how big is the safe? Like,
It's just like one of those, like, I don't know, maybe I don't know how to describe it, like the size of a Towstar box. Like one of those
Okay.
So it's about,
a
so
safe
it's about
that
a 1
fits.
cubic. It's about a 1 cubic foot safe then.
Yeah, 1 cubic foot safe. Yeah.
Okay. I say, is this where you keep all the body parts?
She glances at the safe. I'd be surprised if there's a body part in there. Although, it's possible. No, there's probably a gun and maybe some paperwork.
Oh, so like you've never gotten that safe?
It's not my safe. I don't actually live here.
Yeah, Did you know the safe was here?
I mean, I knew it was there. I've got the combo and all that. I just, I don't need it.
Lame. Why didn't you open it? That's like for vampires. I mean,
She
why
goes
wouldn't
over to
you?
the safe and like kneels down next to you and puts in the combination.
Wait, does she know that I have acid blood?
She doesn't know you have acid blood, but it's certainly something that she knows is a possibility.
I guess before she puts in the combo, I'm like, wait, let me show you something I can do. And I like cut my hand, obviously, and I like start dripping it onto the safe mechanism.
So I think you have to make a rouse check for that. Yeah, you've got to make a rouse check for that.
Whee!
All right, so you get
3
hungrier.
hunger.
Yeah, you get hungrier, but the power always works. So, yep, you splash some acid on there. She doesn't look surprised. She's like, nice. She just says, nice. And your acid dissolves the lock, and then she opens it up, And there's 2 pistols, and then there's, like she said, there's some paperwork, and there's a wad of cash of 20, like just a roll of 20s, basically.
I look at the cash. I'm like, halvesies?
Sure, why not? You know, she how much money does she have? Yeah, she'll take half. So yeah, y'all get like $1,000 each. I don't know how much is in a wad of 20s.
She, bro. I'll take that. That's
Yeah.
going.
Holy
That's going.
shit! Water 20s for $1,000 each. Holy shit!
Is there a way? Is there like somewhere I can
I don't
put
know
that
how
in, or
much
do
is.
I just?
I've never owned a wad of 20s. How much money is a wad?
I'm just excited that I got $1,000 to my name now.
Well, enough for 1,000 each. That's 120s.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, it's probably you each get 50 20s.
Sure, nice. Is there like?
What are your resources?
I mean, I was like middle class, so
It doesn't look like you put in any points into resources. So
yeah.
go ahead and give yourself add a merit and say it's on the second tab, the Chronicle tab,
Yeah.
and then just add merit / flaw and put resources and just put it put 1 dot and in parentheses write like temporary.
Okay.
You don't
It's there.
So yeah, until you spend it, basically you've got a dot worth of resources. You can so money that you've spent or experience points, like actual dots that you've bought, that's your permanent resource amount, but it can fluctuate up and down based on if you make large purchases on your current level. So like for Hayden to lose a point in resource, he would have to do something pretty, or not Hayden, for Jaden to do lose a point in resource with his rich level, he would have to, spend a big chunk of money, but then he would temporarily lose a dot. Or like if for some reason he lost his business, he might permanently lose a dot or something, but that's a different thing. But then after a month, basically you gain that money back. So in your case, you've got this money until you reasonably spend it, like spend $1,000 on whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
I guess I already have a gun, so I really don't need 2 guns.
Yeah.
Do I find extra bullets? I'll take those.
Sure. We'll say there's a clip that conveniently fits your gun.
Sweet.
Yeah. She's also already got a gun, so she just, she's like, yeah, about what I expected. This is just one of the safe houses for the clan, but we haven't used it in a while. That's just why I brought you here. I kind of didn't know exactly what was going to go down, or even who I was being forced to embrace. So, you could have been a psychopath. So I figured this was a safe place to put you.
Glad that I'm not a psychopath. I'm glad that you think I'm not a psychopath, considering I just bled on a safe. Oh, and speaking of, that got me a little hungry.
Oh yeah, I mean, I guess if if you want, we can go out and find something to eat.
I just laugh. I'm like, that sounds so human of you to say.
Well, you got to kind of get just roll with it. It's life now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we can go out and find something.
So just to remind you, your predator type is
Yeah, I have to punish
you want
someone that deserves to be punished.
Well, you specifically picked the one that you want to feed on vampires.
Yeah.
Yeah, you prefer not to feed on mortals. Actually, you do have the flaw that says you don't feed on mortals. Let me just check what the mechanics of that flaw are. Like, granted, I didn't worry about it last time, but and you have tasted her blood before. You have tasted a vampire's blood, not counting when you returned. She did feed you her own blood. What the first night? You refuse to hunt a certain class of prey. If you feed on such prey, you gain stains as though you had violated a chronicle tenet. Yeah, I mean, if you prefer to change that to where your prey exclusion is innocence. If you prefer to change that to where your predator type to kind of customize it to where you have to feed on someone who you think deserves it versus always vampires. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'll change it to innocence.
And we'll just mechanically treat it similar to oh wait. Yeah, yours is prey exclusion, mortals, innocence, yeah. So that when you need, because I mean she's gonna let you feed on her if you want.
Kinky.
Because as far as she knows, that's gonna blood bond you to her.
No. As far as she knows.
Yeah.
Good thing I got some points in that.
Yeah, that's right. That's why yours is mortals. Maybe, yeah, innocence is better for you. Yeah, you do still are going to want to feed on vampires because they are the most deserving of punishment. But yeah, yeah. So she's like, yeah, we can head out and find someone. I think I said y'all were, and I forget where I exactly put y'all. Oh wait, I've got a map. How do I bring up that map?
I think we're in like South Spring.
Yeah. I'm sure y'all can go find someone deserving. Yeah, so as far as she's concerned, y'all are going to go out and find somebody to snatch up. Her feeding style is alley cat, but she tries to find criminals. That's right.
What is Alley Cat?
Alley cat is basically she just assaults people.
Damn.
But she prefers to, but she has prey exclusion innocence.
So the whole thing last night was her doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because of her feeding
David is
style.
also an alley cat, but he doesn't care. He doesn't have the innocence thing. That's why y'all both went together, or y'all all went together because there was the same feeding type between the two sires, but she specifically wants to feed on criminals.
Just a violent bunch over here. Jeez, bro.
Yeah. So she heads outside. The motorcycle that she had before is not there. Instead, there's a car. I don't know what kind of car it is. It's a a decent car, nothing fancy though. But more importantly, in the car there's a would it be a CB radio? Is that what cops have? I don't know. A radio that she can monitor. One of those. She's monitoring the police chatter.
Mhm.
And she's like, yeah, let's go find some bad guys, and takes you to go start driving around and look for some bad guys. I guess since she's driving, she's gonna roll her.
As long as we're not in a BMW i3, I am a-okay.
Yeah, I don't even. Yeah.
Have you seen those things? It looks like a BMW minivan that
It's ugly.
like had a child with a Prius.
Yeah.
It is the ugliest thing that you've ever seen.
In the X2, another really ugly one.
Oh yeah.
Just all the
And it was
crossovers.
obviously birthed out of the anus because it looks like shit.
For real.
Okay, so she drives you. She got 5 successes. She actually is like texting while driving, and and she
Has she not seen the defensive driving video? The 8.
she
know.
hasn't. She hasn't. And also a car accident wouldn't bother her that much.
That's very true.
She's texting while driving, and she's like, oh, perfect, and like just kind of swerves around the corner and starts heading off towards the destination. There's a drug deal going down over here, and she's basically taking you. Y'all are gonna bust a drug deal before the cops get there, because she's looking for criminals who are not innocent, and that's what y'all are heading off to do. Now let's switch back to. This may just be another feeding night. Let's switch back up to who did we do first? Frank?
Yeah.
So Frank, is there anything else you want to do this night?
So there's it's not like there's anybody waiting for me at home. I don't have much family, very few friends.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe check in with my gang, but that's not exactly necessary. Because that's gonna be something I'm gonna have to I know I left, but I need your help type of thing. So
yeah, so basically she tells you that you're you're pretty much your own man tonight. Tomorrow you have to be at the Elysium and you have to meet the prince before then, but your night is yours. So you can just not do anything. We'll skip to the next person because really we're gonna speed through the rest of these feedings and then we're gonna go to the next night.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So next up would be Wesley. So the guy shows up. And so let me find his name real quick. This is funny. So his name is also Jeremiah. Yeah, he comes in, and I named him before Bill named his character, and just never changed it.
Okay, well, you know what? Despite what Jerry said, there can only be one. It's like Highlander rules. There can only be one.
Well, he's older than you.
Well, he's about to be deader than me, so.
Yeah, so a man you hear a knock on the door. David goes upstairs and opens the door. Do you follow him up?
Yes.
Okay, you follow him up. He opens the door, and you see a man dressed in. I don't have pictures for these people yet because I haven't introduced them. A man is standing outside the door. He's wearing a pressed, nice suit. Looks very businesslike. He they quietly greet each other, and he walks in.
I shake his hand.
Yeah, he shakes your hand, and he's like, a pleasure to meet you. My name is Jeremiah Donque. I'm told that you're in need of my special talents.
Indeed.
So what is it exactly you need me to do?
So, you see, I'm a vampire now, which is kind of awkward. And
yes. So we all are.
Yeah, exactly. So the thing is my family isn't. So I kind of have to still maintain some sort of relationship with them. At least I would like to. And I would basically like you to somehow convince them that I could sleep all day for some reason and work all night. Or be gone all day. Either one.
So he nods. He says, "Yes, that is certainly within my capabilities. Of course, I don't do anything for free.
Of course.
I'm told that you are the CEO of a pharmaceutical company.
I am.
I would like a 10% stake in your company."
Okay. Would you like to invest any into the company to secure your 10% stake?
Well, I think my investment will be your continued ability to live with your family.
That's right. Okay.
You can make a roll. You can make rolls.
Can I roll to try to convince him?
Yeah, you could do anything. Manipulation. Well, yeah. So if you look at your skills, the middle block are the social skills.
Okay.
And so whatever you've got points in those, depending on how you want to convince this guy of anything. Things I could see working are
persuasion,
subterfuge is lies, leadership if you word it right, and of course there's straight intimidation.
Well, I don't want to intimidate this guy because then he won't work with me. But what I'll rephrase my statement with a little bit of persuasion. It says attribute. Which one would I use?
You would click persuasion first, and then for persuasion, that'd be charisma.
Modifier 0?
Unless you want to do the rouse thing.
I think I do.
So go ahead and do a modifier of 2.
Okay.
You can do the rouse after. Because you always get the bonus.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try this.
So that's 3 successes. Go ahead and click rouse.
Okay.
You don't get hungrier. You, if you want, you can spend a willpower and it'll re-roll the 5 and the 3. I think if you click re-roll, it does that, but I'm not 100% certain.
Re-roll dice, just 1?
it'd be it'd be 2 dice in this
2
case.
dice.
Well, 3
Okay.
dice actually, but
3 dice.
I guess
Let's
it'll only
see
be 2 because there's only 2 failures there.
Okay, so 2.
Yeah.
And I think this might work.
All right, so 1 additional success.
So 4 successes.
So I'm going to roll an opposed roll from him. I guess it'd probably be resolve and finance. Okay. So yeah, you probably go back and forth for a little bit, and yeah, he eventually offers to buy the 10% stakes. It's a bad deal for him, but he got 0 successes and you got 4.
I'd be like, look, man, I'm a big guy. I know people. If you want a part of this, you have to have a little money to put in. I'm with the big guys. I can't just you can't be taking stuff for free. Like, I understand you're doing a job here, and I'm going to be paying you as well with my very successful company.
Yeah. So on your character sheet, if you want to scroll up to where it shows willpower and click the rightmost green box.
Okay. So completely full?
It's currently no the green box. Get rid of that.
Oh, I apologize.
Yeah.
Click this.
All right. So that is 1 point of superficial damage. So that's what you spent to get that reroll.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then does my max go down?
No, your max is always your max.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, he eventually agrees the opportunity to buy in your company is worth the work that he'll be doing. So you guys shake on it, and then you want to show up after the work is done, right?
Yes.
So yeah, he leaves before you, and let me just check this power of his, but I don't think it even requires a roll.
Do I gain any income from him buying into our company, or no? Or does that just go through the company?
Yeah, I don't think it would affect your personal income. Not enough to. I mean, granted, 10% is a decent chunk, but it goes into the company really. Yeah, so he tells you to give him an hour head start. When you do show up, your wife's like, "Oh, honey, you're back. How's Seth doing?"
He is doing great. We're actually about to meet again very soon. I'd say in about a week. He had to fly back out for his movie he's doing right now. But when he comes back, I'm going to tell him some, pretty personal things about the company that I will share with you, obviously, in time. But I think there's something big on the horizon.
All right, so your family doesn't know what you are, and they're not going to question the whole thing that you are disappearing during the day and stuff like that.
Awesome.
And yeah, so you're basically set up now, at least for the time being, until he did explain that it's not perfect. If like the mom walks in on you drinking blood from the kid, it might rouse some questions, things like that. You still need to be careful, but they're not going to ask too many questions or think too hard about it.
Okay.
Now, I guess we are over to Bill. No, let's knock out Hayden's thing. So Hayden, you guys roll up on there's a couple of guys hanging out. They're obviously selling drugs, and she pulls up and kind of signals them to come over to the car, and she looks over at you and she's like, "So how do you want to do this? You're the hungry one."
And I look at her, I'm like, what do you mean? I'm a vampire for like 3 days. I don't know how to tactical SWAT team drug dealers in an alleyway.
That's literally what we did last night.
Yeah.
The guys
you
come
were,
over and
you
they're
were the
like,
smoking hot one that they wanted to rob us. Now we're robbing them.
they're like, "Hey," the guy comes up. He's like, "What are you looking for?" And it's like, she looks over at him, and let me bring up her character sheet real quick.
I have an idea.
You've got an idea?
It's a stupid idea, but it's an idea. Let's see if she has an idea.
She's like, anywhere we can go a little more private?
I knew it. That's my plan. That was my plan.
And the guy's like, yeah, let's come around this way, and he like leads like points into an alley, and she like pulls the car in the alley and gets out. And I'll say there's two guys, and we can just do a quick chat, a quick roll, because the way she's gonna play this is she's just gonna straight up assault them. So if you're just following her lead, then give me either a brawl or melee or firearms. I mean, you can shoot the dude if you want. Plus some sort of attack roll.
Is there any attribute that I put with firearms? Dexterity, probably.
Yeah, it'd be dexterity.
No other modifiers.
Unless you're gonna do the rouse thing.
Probably not. Yeah.
Oh.
You know what? Wow.
Boom. She got it. Oh, she got a crit. That's what it is. So yeah, her dude, she in the blink of an eye, just goes after him using her powers, blinks over at him, and has him up against the wall, smacks his face smacks the back of his head into the wall, and he goes down.
I guess I'll do a rouse.
Yeah, you can do a rouse. Oh, she did a rouse too. I need to rouse that. Oh, she's pretty damn hungry. But yeah, the other guy's like, oh shit, and he pulls out a gun, and he's gonna fire. You pulled a gun on him.
Yeah, I pulled a gun on him.
And she just knocked her buddy out. But I think because you pulled the gun, he would probably fire at you.
I succeeded my rouse, by the way.
Well, he gets a crit on you, so that's 2 regular successes, and then a crit counts as... Oh no, he doesn't get a crit. Never mind. You need 2 10s for a crit. So 3 successes. Because I think you took rapid reflexes or something like that, right?
Yeah. That's under...
Celerity.
I have blood sorcery, celerity. I can't even pronounce these last 2. Yeah, rapid reflex.
Yeah, so you do have the ability to attempt to dodge bullets.
Can I do that? I just roll
So
a dice
it'd be
button next to it.
dexterity plus athletics, and let me see if there's any bonuses from that. Rapid reflexes. You suffer no penalty when trying to dodge bullets, basically. So dexterity plus athletics.
Because in my mind, all this should be... Where the heck is dexterity? Okay.
You click athletics first. It's always it's always the skill first, and then because the character sheet is weird.
You know what?
Well,
can I take another rouse?
Yeah, you can.
Why not?
Yeah. What's your hunger at now?
4.
Okay. 1 more and you go into immediate frenzy. But yeah, that'll add 2 more dice that you can roll.
All right. And so how do I roll those dice again?
Just do a 2d10.
Oh yeah.
So 1 success. So that means you'll negate 1 dice. So that's still two successes. That would be 2 superficial damage, but vampires only take half superficial. So you, on your health bar, click the rightmost red one, click it once. You'll take basically 1 damage. And then now you and let's see. If I remember right, the initiative would... Yeah, it's your turn to react.
Yeah, so I succeeded on my shooting roll with my rouse.
Oh, okay. Oh, the rouse was for shooting or for dodging?
For shooting.
How many successes did you get?
So 0 successes.
So that wouldn't be a success.
Oh, okay. Because I just took the rouse and...
This most recent roll is the 2d10, right? Or did you do something after that?
So I went to go shoot him, got the 0 successes, and then I roused with that.
Oh, I thought your that was a roll to dodge the bullet, and the rouse was to dodge the bullet.
No.
Oh, you were just shooting back.
The reason I roused was to shoot him better.
Oh, okay. All right, well then, yeah, you pop him. He staggers from that.
So do I take back my? No, wait, no, never mind.
Yeah, everything still goes the same. You still get hit by a bullet, and you hit him back. Tiv is going to head over to him and try to do the same thing. She's not going to rouse this time because she's at 4 hunger. Doesn't work. Let me see. She's gonna oh no, all of her dice are hunger, so she can't even do a willpower. Okay, well, yeah, she tries to hit him, but he manages to like step aside. He's gonna, I guess he's gonna try to like pistol whip her because now there's a chick, trying to jump on him who just knocked out his friend. So he has probably 1 success, but she's got the whole rapid reflexes just like you. She can try to dodge. She fails her dodge. So yeah, well, she'll take 1 damage. You're up.
I go for firearms again.
All right.
Yeah, what?
Man, we are just doing so bad.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rouse again because
Yeah, too hungry.
frenzy.
Yeah. Well, then now it's the guy's turn. So he I guess shoved Tiv back, and now he fires his gun at you again. That was 4 dice for that. 3 successes. You can try to dodge. Okay, so 3.
Holy.
So it's divided. So yeah, you take two more slashes basically. So slash 2 more of the red boxes.
All right,
These are
Tiv.
superficial damage, not a huge deal to you. Okay, Tiv is okay, I guess she's gonna do another regular attack. God, what is happening here?
Oh,
I wish we could see what we're actually rolling. But whatever. All right, so it's
says
not going
no.
great. You're up, I guess.
All right.
Is that another fail?
Yes. Should I rouse?
I don't think it's worth it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, what the hell? I think, let's see. He's shot you twice and it doesn't really bother you. I'm gonna make him we'll do resolve plus composure. Okay, well he manages to keep his cool. So I guess he's gonna fire. He's hit you twice, so he probably, you haven't gone down, but he's gonna assume, you're gonna go down. So he's gonna shoot at her now. It's like, get off me, bitches. That is 3 successes. She's got a dodge. Oh my god. So she takes 2 damage. All right. This isn't working out.
In no way is this working out.
Yeah, so he's just unloading on the 2 of you, but it is freaking him out. Like the fact that you guys are still standing after being shot. He's like, who are you people? And I guess you're up. Oh,
For the love
I
of God.
I'm just gonna let's just do some rolls because I feel like something. Her biggest roll.
Can I try my biggest roll too?
Still failure. I wonder if something is wrong.
Let me try my biggest roll.
I'm gonna try a roll.
Holy shit.
Yeah, something's wrong. I never roll bad.
Bill, don't roll.
Oh, now it goes through because I added a modifier. I wonder if the modifier had something to do with it.
I ain't doing anything. Okay, I'm just surprised that it's happening to someone other than me.
There's just no way. Something's got to be broken. There can't be that many failures in a row. Let me see what happens if I roll her attack just the way I've been doing his. So that's 4 successes right there. I'm just gonna go with that.
And is that how I should roll now?
Maybe. I don't know what's happening with these character sheets because it did a normal roll when I put in a modifier because I just put in a crazy modifier, but yeah, I don't know. Because past rolls, yeah, some of these rolls, like I can see with no modifiers, I can see like what was rolled. Okay. Well, whatever. We'll go with her for it. Yeah. So she finally, you guys have a tough time of it, but she finally knocks this dude out, and then she just jumps on him. The other guy's on the ground too. She's gonna start drinking.
And I kind of like put my hands on my waist and like look up and go, that was a lot harder than it should have been. God dang.
And she's at 4 hunger. I'm gonna see if she kills this guy.
Oh, should I roll that too?
Yeah, go ahead and do it at a difficulty 2.
It's
Oh,
like,
no, she has taken him. She 0.
I'd roll frenzy.
Let me look up the rules on frenzy and see what you actually roll for that, because it's another 0 successes. I'm like, is that real or not?
Yeah, we don't know anymore. The dice keep lying to us, or potentially lying.
Frenzy, page 219. To resist frenzy, vampire rolls willpower against a difficulty set by the storyteller based on the level of provocation. Vampires add dice equal to 1/3 of their humanity, rounded down, to their pool. So basically, like for her, she has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh wait, I never put in her actual max. She has 7 willpower and hasn't spent any of it, so it'd be 7 plus 1/3 of her humanity. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 plus 2. So she rolls 9 dice against a difficulty of, I'm putting it at difficulty 2. Yeah, there's no way I got 0 successes on 9 dice. Yeah, she does not kill him. Knocks herself down to hunger 1.
How many
So for you,
how many dice do I have for that?
6 plus so 8 dice. 8 d10.
Okay. 1 second.
Yeah, you got plenty of successes. So
Now, maybe just roll 20, just decided, you know what? Maybe just this once, Bill doesn't deserve all the shit rolls.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Stop praying to the dice gods, Bill.
okay, yeah. So you can resist the urge to kill him if you want to, and take as much or as little hunger as you want. But if you want to get down to 0, you got to kill him.
She thinks I'm being bonded to her, right?
You've drank from her once, so she thinks you have 1 level of bonding to her. Yeah.
What does that mean? Like, or is that something I would know?
So no, she never really explained that to you.
Okay, so I can't do like psychology mess with her.
Yeah.
Okay. I would just be like, damn, she's really going for it. I will be oh so high and mighty and not give in. So I will go down to 1.
All right. So taking 3 dots of hunger leaves these guys probably in need of hospital care, but they're not dead. And that's what counts.
Well, one of them's dead.
Huh?
One of them is dead. The other one's alive.
No, they're both alive. She just knocked them out.
Oh, I thought she frenzied. Oh wait, no, she okay, never mind.
She succeeded. Yeah.
The dice are fooling me.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so
All right, so you guys are down to 1 hunger, and I guess we are done for the night.
I say we should probably take whatever money and drugs they have on them.
Oh yeah,
Because we need more
a
money.
good idea. Yeah, so you loot the bodies, probably find another gun. The one guy had a gun. You find, I don't know, some weed, probably some pills of various varieties.
Xanax and Molly.
Yeah, probably.
Sweet.
An assortment of things that probably don't keep their full stash in their pockets, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so now we'll move on to Jerry. So Jerry, you're not hungry anymore, but you did mention you have a therapy session in 2 hours.
Yeah. It's therapy holds at 8 on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
All right. So, are you intending to go to that?
Absolutely. No matter what's going on with me, my patients need me.
All righty then. So you head on in. She lets you go. Doesn't stop you. She's not going to go to therapy this time. She didn't actually need therapy. Well, she probably does, but she's not going to admit that to herself. And y'all go to therapy, I guess.
All right. Then, well, in that case, I'm gonna go ahead and roll up to the usual I usually hold it in the downstairs portion, the public area of one of the buildings, and I imagine for once I'm not going to be the first person there this time.
No, I would, probably the the crew, the usual group is there. Probably a couple extras. You always get some random people showing up as well.
Right. Makes sense. I'm gonna go ahead and walk in and start greeting and greet whoever's there. Like, hey, how's it going? Wonderful to see you. Great having you here.
You guys are welcome to jump into your previous personas if you want. I don't remember who all of them were. There was Carl. There was Dick, I think.
I think it was Carl, Dick, and
Yeah, there was
shit. Who was the last one?
Carl, Dick, and
Jason, Daryl?
oh yeah, Jason. That's right. Yeah.
Was
their
I
char-
Jason?
I think they're on our on humans in the characters.
Yeah, their character sheets are under humans.
Any chance y'all remember who y'all were playing?
I think I was Jason, but I don't.
I was Carl.
You were definitely Carl. I feel like Hayden had to be Dick.
Yeah.
So correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so Carl was the one with the anger issues who he just got out of prison because of anger. He has anger problems
Because he
and
punched his wife and the baby.
Yeah, he punched his pregnant wife in the belly. And let's see, Dick was the one he lost his job and can't find another one. And it was Jason who lost his wife and child, right?
Jason is down lately, doesn't know why. He has a job, but it's getting repetitive. He's trying to get back on his feet. It's an honor to be here. It took a while to get to this place. What else did I write about him? He's a repeat visitor. He suffers from depression after the loss of his son and wife in a terrible car accident 2 years ago.
All right. Okay, cool. I remembered. Jerry's gonna go ahead and I'm assuming at this point the chair's already set up because, unlike usual, Jerry wasn't there to set him up this time. He goes ahead and walks in. He's like, he greets everyone like he normally does. Hey, great to see you. Happy to have you here. Wonderful to see you again. And he's going to go ahead and, go to his usual spot. He's going to be like, okay. So I apologize. I'm running a little behind schedule today. But I wouldn't miss
You said
this
the chairs weren't set out?
Huh?
You said the chairs weren't set out?
I'm imagining that they probably got set out by probably one of the first people there or by someone that saw that Jerry was running late.
Since Carl's been coming for a while, he probably haphazardly set them out, so they're not in a very good circle.
Well, that's fine. Everyone usually, people, I imagine when people sit in a circle, I imagine they usually pull out their chairs so that they can decide how close or far they want to be into the circle.
It's a very haphazard circle. If a 4-year-old, maybe a 3-year-old tried to draw a circle with their eyes closed, that's about what the arrangement looks like.
All right, then Jerry, while he's greeting everyone, might just absentmindedly, just correct them just a little bit. And it's not like a normal circle, but it's just correcting them a little bit, making sure they're all kind of facing inwards towards the circle. Everyone, if someone speaks, everyone's got that person has everyone's attention, that kind of thing. All right. Well, I apologize. I'm running a little behind schedule, but I wouldn't miss this for anything. And let's open the floor. How's everyone been this week?
I've been all right.
Who was that? Who just spoke?
Jason.
Oh, okay.
Staring right at him there.
That was Bill talking. God damn it!
Bill, what's your character's name? Hold on. We should probably go around the circle and just say our names again so we all remember.
Yeah. Okay. I apologize. Okay, everyone. For any new members, my name is Jerry. I'm here to, help if helping ear is what you need. And let's go around. Let's go around. Just make a quick introduction for anyone that might be new into the circle, and see how everyone's doing. We'll go ahead and start with Jason. I know Jason's been coming for a long time. Jason, we'll go ahead and start with you.
Well, yeah, I'm Jason. I've lost very close people in my life, and I've just been coming here to try to find a new meaning to life in a way. But yeah, I'm glad to be here.
All right, Jason, it's wonderful to have you here again. I can't wait. I can't wait to hear how you've been doing this week.
Thank you.
There's another guy, a new person there, and after Jason stops, he kind of waits a minute, seeing if anyone else is going to talk, and he's like, my name's Clark Lane, and I'm here for like depression and stuff.
Clark, it's wonderful to meet you. I'm so excited to get to know you.
Bill, give me a wits plus awareness.
Ooh, wits plus.
It'd be awareness plus wits. I guess because of the dice thing, just count how many dots you have in those two and roll it manually.
Well, give me a second. I want to see what it does when I try to roll it through here.
Okay.
See if maybe it might just be contained to you guys.
Yeah.
Wow, Bill is opting to just go ahead and make a roll. What do you know? You said it was awareness?
Yeah, awareness plus wits.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and wits. Just submit. Nope. Okay. So tell me again what I need to do.
Yeah, it's not reading your dice pool for some reason. It only rolled 2 dice, and you should have, in that roll, you should have 4. So yeah, just roll 4d10, I guess.
Alrighty, give me a second.
And the first one is a hunger dice. So the 7 is a hunger, but it doesn't matter. That only matters if it's a crit. So 2 successes. You notice that the guy's cell phone is out, and you see the like iPhone voice memo app open and recording.
Okay, Jerry's gonna be like, "Hey, it's wonderful to have you here for our the first time. I just."
Sorry. And he puts the phone in his pocket.
That's all right. Everyone goes through their methods in different ways. I've had a number of people that do want to record their sessions so they can come back and learn from what they were saying. That's not a problem at all. But I do ask, if we're going to go ahead and record sessions, that we do go ahead and do it private.
Give me another one of those rolls.
Oh my. Okay. Give me one moment real fast. We're going to go ahead and roll that again.
3. So he put his phone in his pocket. That's all he did with it.
Yeah, he didn't turn it off. I saw that part.
Okay. Listen, I understand you might want to, record this. Come back listen, it's fine. I do ask that you do publicly turn off the recording function on your phone, sir.
He's like, look, man, just just wondering, like, if maybe you could answer some questions for me or something on the record. My name's Clark Lane. I'm a reporter for the Houston Chronicle. You made a big splash the other night.
Immediately upon hearing that, sir, I am very sorry, but this is a private session for people that would like to discuss some of the things that are hurting them, or people that are in need of speaking out their problems. I ask humbly, if you're a reporter and you're not here for actual help like this, as opposed to hurting these people's privacy, and maybe sending them down a path that could cause them harm mentally, I ask that you leave and we can discuss this again immediately as soon as the session is over.
Oh yeah, of course. But so this app you rolled out, like, so how does it work? Like on the mental health? I mean, obviously the physical, it's got fitness plans and dietary, but we want to dig in a little bit more, find out.
I understand entirely you've got questions that need to be answered, but I absolutely in no way will harm the solidity or trust within this group. So
So
just
so you're gonna want to make a roll to get this guy to leave.
okay. I am perfectly
Some
fine.
kind of
'Cause I
roll, whichever one of your skills you think is would be most effective.
Okay, ignore the roll I maybe just made. I don't know if it actually went through. So let's see. Give me one moment. That would be probably blah 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 yada yada. For right now, we're gonna go ahead and say persuasion. I'm just gonna try to roll it through here and see.
Persuasion and charisma, then.
Okay, persuasion and okay, it already had that through. Let's see. Okay, never mind.
It still only rolled 2, so yeah, that'd be 60-10. You can also always rouse for 2 bonus dice.
Well, I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to try to do this naturally. Let's
Yeah,
going to say
yeah.
60-10 before I try to rouse him.
All right, so that's 3 successes. The ones don't
All
matter.
right. Okay, that's good because I was getting a little scared looking at 3 red numbers.
Yeah.
Sir, I understand, and I absolutely am willing to take any questions during my personal time, but this is not my personal time. This is the time that people in this group want to come forward with their personal demons, and we very much appreciate our privacy.
All right. I understand. I apologize. Look. He turns off the phone, like he presses stop on the recording, and then he makes his way out.
All right. Now that that's all taken care of, how's everyone been this week? Does anyone have anything they feel they need to discuss?
Hi, I'm Carl.
Hi, Carl.
I didn't get to say my name earlier.
Well,
That's all I got.
how have you been this week, Carl?
I've had better weeks. I had this old lady cutting line at the Piggly Wiggly. I don't know if we have those in Houston or not.
Frank, we don't have those. I think that's a little more. I think that's a little more east. We got Kroger's here.
All right, I got one. I had this old lady cutting line at the Buc-ee's down there off 146.
I love that place.
I started to get angry, and I tried not to, but I may or may not have shoved the old lady. She kind of fell down. I kind of feel bad.
Well, Carl, I understand that sometimes things happen. And sometimes someone does something that maybe they don't think is that bad, and we just get so angry. So here, I thank you so much for coming forward with this. But here's what I want you to do next time. The next time something happens and you are feeling that anger well up inside you, I want you to just stop and think, is this really worth me getting so angry about? Is this why am I so angry? And I want you to stop, really stop, and just take a breath and think, why am I going to let this little thing ruin my whole day? Okay, and it may help you.
Well, it was kind of just the piece de resistance, as they say, of just a bad week. Like I had some dingleberry break into my truck and steal my wallet and my shotgun off of my back seat, and it just pissed me off so much that I didn't know what the fuck to do. So I just kind of got pissed, and I've been pissed all day and all week. And then the little old lady decided to cut in front of me down at the, I was about to say Piggly Wiggly again. Down at the Bucky's, and I kind of lost it, and I shoved her.
I understand, and unfortunately, I'm sure you, and I'm sure that you feel bad about it, but
Not really. It was kind of funny afterward.
okay.
She fell down and she couldn't get back up, and she dropped her eggs and she got egg all over her face, and it was kind of funny.
Well, well, I'm sure it wasn't funny for her. And in this situation, you need to remind yourself that I'm fairly certain. I can't be 100% certain, but I'm fairly certain probably that she wasn't the person that broke into your truck, stole your wallet, stole your gun. I understand that this is a very frustrating and angering thing to happen, but she didn't do that. She didn't. Did she really deserve to be pushed over and knocked over? Like she could have been severely hurt, and you would have felt even worse about that. And I don't want you to feel bad. I want you to come in here and tell me about an amazing week that things didn't happen, but unfortunately life happens. So the next time you feel your blood getting hot, or you feel that anger welling up, I just want you to stop and think that I'm not going to let this ruin my day. That's what I want you to do. I want you to, next time that happens, I want you to really stop and just take a deep breath and just remember that there's always the rest of the day. You've got home. You can do things you enjoy. You can find the little tiniest sliverest of good things in your life, and you can think, hey, I've still got this. That's what I want you to do. Okay, Carl?
You hear a chair fall over behind you, and someone's like, "Oh shit!"
I turn around. What's going on?
It's the reporter, and he was holding up his phone and tripped over the chair.
Okay, Jerry's going to stand up. I'm sorry, give me just one moment. And Jerry's going to walk over to the reporter and escort him out of the room. I'm sorry, but
Hey man, get your hands off me.
I'm not touching you. I'm simply going to be showing you the way out. And going forward, I will only be accepting interviews during my private hours. But as of this moment, I'm shutting the door. I'm shutting the door.
Freedom of the press. He's oppressing me.
I'm not even touching him. I have a room full of witnesses that show that you're invading our privacy and our private area to that are our private session, and I would very much appreciate it if everyone's privacy in here was appreciated. So thank you. I will no longer be taking any more questions. Thank you. This is on the official. This is official, by the way. I am not going to be taking any questions during these seminars. Thank you. Goodbye. And I shut the door.
All right. I guess that works. If you hadn't said that, he was going to do something, but you shut the door, and you hear him outside, like yelling about, like, he's infringing on my freedoms. And the guy goes down the street. He probably does.
Turn back to the group. I'm going to turn back to the group and be like, I apologize, everyone. I will be making sure going forward that Our sessions these sessions will not be hindered or interrupted by anyone that does not appreciate your privacy. I apologize greatly that the sanctity of this group was infringed upon, but if you are not comfortable here anymore, I am sorry that I did not make this a place that you could feel safe, and you are more than welcome to leave. But I would love to hear from anyone else's day as of right now. And Carl, I apologize if today made you uncomfortable.
What made me uncomfortable was the time he told me to stick my finger up my pooper.
Now, Carl, I seem to remember correctly that I never actually told you to do that. You seem to have taken other things I said and took that as as advice to do. Now, if that makes you feel happy, I understand, and feel free to do that in the privacy of your own home. But I never actually told you to do that.
He just kind of like leans over and just kind of like puts his face down a little bit.
Now, Carl, I've been asked for a little bit, but I would like to have a more private session with you if you wouldn't mind. I want to give you my card. I know I have multiple times in the past, but I want to give you my card again, and I would really love for you to schedule a private session with me at some point. It doesn't need to be anytime soon if you're not comfortable, but I'd really like a private session.
He takes the card, looks at it, and in like a stage whisper, you know, those ones that are like sounds like a whisper, but it's really loud. He goes, you're not gonna stick your finger up my pooper in private, are you?
I am absolutely not going to do that. I would absolutely hate for anything to happen that would jeopardize the trust that you have in me or this group, but I believe that we may need to have some conversation in private just to discuss just some things.
I'll give you a shout.
I can't wait.
And so, if nobody has anything else they feel they need to contribute to this, I think we will fade to black on this scene. All right. In that case, with Jerry offering Carl a private session, that the counseling, that the stuff goes on for however long it goes on, and everybody goes about their private ways and all of that, and the night comes to a close, as does our session. Thank you everybody for playing, and thank you for anyone who is listening to this in the future. I am Ron Bjork, your storyteller, and this is Integrated Dice Management. And Frank, go.
Hi, I'm Frank. I'm playing Cole. Oh shit, no. Yeah, you can find me in several locations if you look hard enough, but I'm not going to tell you how. And to all you future people out there, the winning numbers for October 20th are 7, 16, 32, 8, 4. If that's how that works.
Did you really just throw out random numbers and tell people to go ahead and spend money on lotto tickets for that?
I said no such thing.
People choose their numbers in all manner of ways.
I'm not gonna lie, that is very true.
I mean, I was saying the winning lottery numbers for today.
And Jaden.
Adios. Don't have much to say.
And Hayden.
Night, guys.
All right, that's Houston After Dark Integrated Dice Management signing off. Hey everyone, it's me, Ron, from the future. Ooh. Although I guess whenever you're listening to this, I'll be from the past. But what even more from the past Ron didn't know was that now the show has contact info. You can email us at idmroleplay gmail.com and tell us all about how much you love us or hate us or send us fan art or, whatever you want to do with that. And you can find us Twitter at IDM Roleplay. And that's all. Thanks everyone for listening. The intro and outro songs you heard today was Foxhole Revolution and Gothamlicious, both created by Kevin MacLeod at Incompetech.com, licensed under Creative Commons by Attribution 4.0 license, CreativeCommons.com, licenses by 4.0. The night is over, and have a great day, everyone.
Last time after you fell asleep, we basically just dragged your unconscious, drunk body all over town.
I was pretty drunk last time too. I think that's what happened.